What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now today I have a playtest video on this one right here, the Adidas Copa Pure 2. Now I have this boot for a while and I haven't done a playtest, mainly just because I have other boots like the GX and the Pred, and I decided to wear those before these. And now that I have played with those, now it's time for these. And I'm kind of excited for these just because I haven't played in an Adidas leather boot in a while. I believe the last one I played in was the Adidas 11 Pro, the first and the second generation. So ever since then I haven't tried a Copa. So these actually feel pretty great and I'm actually excited to try them. So today we're just gonna do the usual, some juggling, some footwork, and then some shooting at the end. So if you guys don't mind, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and we'll get right into the video. Alright, so getting the cleats on isn't as difficult. It's pretty easy. It does have a one-piece upper, but for the most part it's pretty easy to get your foot in. I do have grip socks just because I wanted to test these with grip socks. Usually I don't test my new boots with grip socks, but then I just decided why not. I will be tying the laces. Usually I don't tie the laces like first try on, just to make sure like nothing's bothering me. But these actually feel pretty good right out of the box. I feel like this material here on the side will stretch a little bit more, just get a little bit softer. It's not super firm, but I wish it was just a bit softer, so I'm pretty sure they will break in nicely. So I'm just gonna tie the laces. And then, alright, so the fit of these boots are actually pretty nice. It is leather here in the toe box, and then in the midfoot it is a synthetic. But the transition between both materials is pretty seamless. I feel like Adidas did a good job in matching like the thickness of the material, so it doesn't feel like a crazy transition. It feels pretty seamless and smooth, which I really like about that. Here the upper is really soft, like the calf skin is very soft. Here the outside of the material, it is a bit on the firmer side still, but I feel like it will get softer as you play with them. In terms of sizing, true to size perfectly, and I do have a bit of a wider foot and these fit me pretty nicely. I don't really have too much of a pressure point here, like they fit alright, like nothing's really bothering me. The midfoot does feel a little bit tighter, but I feel like that will break in once I start juggling with the ball. Alright guys, so I've been juggling the ball for a little bit now, and these actually feel pretty good. I really like the way the leather feels. It isn't overly padded and it isn't really thin. It feels pretty good. Midfoot here is getting a bit softer now that I am wearing them and have them on feet, so they're feeling pretty good. I'm pretty sure they will continue to break in. Like nothing's hurting me, no nothing, everything seems fine. The heel, I feel like I did get a little bit of slippage, like just when I was juggling it. I did feel a little bit of movement, so we'll see how that feels as I go on. But so far, they feel pretty great. The sole plate feels good. I'm kind of familiar with the Nemesis sole plate, and I really like it. And so far so good, All right, guys, it just started raining a little, and I'm just gonna cut it right there, just because I don't want my camera to get ruined. I don't want it to get like water damage, so I'd rather just play it safe. Anyways, I feel like I got a good amount of time in these cleats, and they're pretty good. There isn't too much like bad things about them. The only thing I will say, and I'll say it first, is the heel. The heel, I don't know what it is. It's kind of like it moves around like my heel. It's not overly bad, but I do feel some movement. I did mention it in the beginning when I was juggling. Like afterwards, I did feel the like movement in my heel, like here the top lace. I did tighten them a bit more, so that did help a little. But I feel like there was still movement side to side. Like when I planted mainly and like shifted, there was more movement, and I'm not exactly sure. Maybe like this part of the heel is too soft. So it doesn't really do a really good job of just holding your heel. And also like the padding on the inside, like here, I'll show you guys real quick. Padding on the inside, yes, there's a good amount of padding in there. You guys can see there's these two pillows. Hopefully it'll focus. Yes, there's two pillows here, but the foam that they use is very soft, and it doesn't like push against your heel. It just flattens, and it doesn't like bounce back. And so because of that, it's not really holding your heel. It's not really like pushing your heel at all. So it does kind of get annoying that it doesn't do that. I feel like if they used a different foam, like a thicker foam, maybe like just something that would bounce back a bit more, the heel like would be a bit better, and there wouldn't really be any movement. So I think that's the reason why there's more movement. But once I did tie my laces a bit tighter, that did help. But there was still a little bit of movement, especially when I like planted like my heel and it slid a little bit. But I could still wear them. I think I would just have to wear grip socks. Like I did wear these grip socks, the Weefoot grip socks, but they don't have grip here in the back of the heel. So maybe my pure grip socks, like having a bit more grip here in the heel, will help. But anyways, these grip socks are actually pretty great. I really like them. But in this case, like it just didn't really help with lockdown. It did help with like no slippage here. Like I didn't move at all inside the boot. It's still a good boot. The touch is great. Like this leather upper is nice and soft. Even though it is calfskin, it's nice and plush. The midfoot did get a bit softer. It is a bit more like pliable, and they're pretty comfortable. In the beginning, I didn't really have any pinching, but they did feel a bit snug. And so just breaking them in, it did take a little bit. I think once I did start doing like the step overs, it kind of went away, and they just feel a lot more comfortable. Like I said, this leather toe box is great. The sole plate, feels great. I really like this old Nemesis sole plate. Like the Nemesis, if you guys don't know, was one of my favorite boots, and the sole plate, it's pretty good. You get a good amount of like rigidity here. It isn't super flexible, but it isn't super stiff, and the step pattern works really good on AG. Like I didn't really find any issues. They were really good. But overall, the Copa Pure is a pretty solid boot. The only issue is the heel, and it isn't a major issue. Like I'll still wear it, but like I said, I'll probably have to wear it with grip socks. Yeah, so that's it for today's video. If you guys have any questions on this boot, make sure to leave them in the comments. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.